In lesson one, for the chemistry, we did the structure of an atom. Now we are going to learn some facts about the atom. The syllabus says, know the relative charges of protons and neutrons and electrons. Know the number of electrons in an atom is the same as the number of a proton. Okay. Now, we have to learn some principles or some facts about an atom. Okay? For every atom, the number of protons is equal to the number of electrons, okay? So protons is equal to electrons, okay? And the number of protons is called the atomic number. The atomic number. So, and this atomic number determines what element it is. Okay? So, if the number of protons in an atom is 12, okay? Sorry, let's start with the first one. If the atomic number is equal to 1, it's one element. If it is 2 protons, number of protons or atomic number, okay? If the atomic number is equal to 1, that means that element is hydrogen. Okay? So if the atomic number is 1, that means that element is called hydrogen. Okay?
The periodic table at the front. The periodic
at the
table.
back.
At the back.
Okay? So if it is 2, it's helium. If it is 2, the element is called helium, yeah? Let me put this in a better way. Okay? Protons, element. What type of element it is? Okay? And this is called the atomic number, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or AN. So basically, I said the atomic number is the number of protons, okay?
Yeah.
Let's get that done. Okay? So basically, the atomic number is equal to number of protons in it. So if the atomic number is 1, you can say this is a different from an atomic number of 2, different from atomic number of 3, atomic number of 4. If it is 1, we call the element hydrogen. Okay? So that will be completely different if the atomic number is 2. We'll call it helium. If it is 3, we'll call it lithium.
Or lithium, yeah.
And if it is 4, we'll call it beryllium.
Beryllium.
Okay? So basically, the atomic number determines what type of element we are dealing with. Okay? That is, if there is only one proton in the atom, we will call that hydrogen element. So you can see the difference between atom now and element. Okay? If the atomic number is 2, meaning the number of protons in the number of protons in the nucleus is 2, we will call it helium. If it is 3, we call it lithium. If it is 4, we call it beryllium. Okay? So basically, atomic number, you got this here? You guys got this here?
No, not yet. I need the last bit.
Okay.
I got it.
You got it?
Oh,
You got it, Aliban?
Yep.
So can I rub this, please?
yeah.
You have to fast write us, okay?
I know
Okay, so
Show off.
there is 2 terms here. Okay, you got this number of protons, atomic number. Okay. Now there are 2 terms. You have to know. First of all, we have the atomic number, okay? Atomic number. You just write it as AN. But there's something also called the mass number. Or they call it atomic mass number, okay? They call it atomic mass number. But basically, the atomic mass number is the number of, mathematically it is protons plus neutrons. Okay? You see?
Yeah.
And we said that charge of the proton is what?
Positive.
Positive 1 in it.
Yeah.
And the charge of the neutron is
Neutral.
Neutral.
0. Did we not say that?
Yes.
Yes. So the atomic number, which is written as AN, we say is protons in it. Which we say is equal to the number of electrons in it. And we say the charge is -1. So we can summarize proton is +1, neutron 0, and electron -1. So this is the charge, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes. So you can see the charge on the electron is equal to the charge on the proton. So they are equal. They must be equal. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's why the atomic number, the number of proton is exactly equal to the number of electrons. You understand?
Yes.
So basically, the number of protons must be equal to the number of electrons in an atom of any element, of an element. So therefore, if the number of protons is 2 in an atom, let's say in the nucleus, we have 2 protons out of 2. In another one, number of protons is equal to 3, or even 6. And the number of protons is in atomic number in it. So therefore, this will be a different element to that one.
Yeah.
Because the number of protons determines what element it is, as I said. The number of protons is also the atomic number. Okay? So therefore, that will determine what type of element it is. Simple summary. Charges, proton +1, neutron 0, electron -1. Atomic number atomic number AN is the number of protons, okay, or the number of electrons, okay? It's the number of protons in an atom, but they are equal to the number of electrons. The mass number is the number of protons plus the number of neutrons, yeah?
Yeah.
So therefore, mathematics involved here, okay? If I have an element I call X, okay, normally write like this. The atomic mass number is 24, and the atomic number is 12. Okay, we have another element called element Y. Okay, this is 22, this is 11. we have another one called K. Okay? So this is let's say 6, and this is 3. Okay? So, and if you look at it, the number down here is the atomic number, and the number down is the mass number. Okay? Atomic number or mass number. And we said mass number is equal to protons plus neutrons, isn't it?
Yes.
So we say the atomic number is equal to protons. But this is equal to number of electrons. So mathematically we can say the mass number, the atomic number is equal to mass number minus protons.
Yeah.
Sorry, minus neutrons. Sorry. Minus neutrons. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Then mathematically we can see here. Yeah? Let's say mass number is equal to proton plus neutron. So therefore, we can play with this, yes? And say therefore, when you move n over the equal sign, it's plus here. That's why I say your signs are very important.
Yeah.
When you move it over the equal sign, it becomes
Minus.
isn't it? So therefore, m, which is the mass number, minus the number of neutrons is equal to protons. Okay? Yes. So when they give you, when the first one they tell you, what is the number of, first of all, what is the mass number? Element X. Element X. What is the mass number? What's the mass number? 24, innit? Because I told you the mass number is the one given up in it. You see there, Mn is 24. What is the atomic number?
It's the amount of electrons.
12. Now, if somebody said, okay, what is the number of electrons? Oh, sorry, first of all, what is the number of protons? What is the number of protons?
12.
12. Why?
Because the atomic number is the proton number.
Okay.
The amount of protons
Because the amount of protons,
is equal to the same amount of electrons.
atomic number. Look, the atomic number is the number of protons, isn't it? That's right. So P is equal to 12. What about E?
12.
Number of electrons.
12.
Why?
Because the amount
Because
of protons is equal
atomic
to
number is equal to the number of protons, which is equal to the number of.
electrons.
So if P is 12, E is also 12. You see?
Yeah.
Yes. Are you feeling sleepy?
Not yet.
Yeah, you see, your eye is already red.
No, my one my eyes
You
are
can
red.
see. Okay? So, they will give, they can, in the exam, they can give you all this. Sometimes maybe they may not give you the mass number. They say it's X. Okay? But they will give you the number of protons. Sorry, neutrons, okay? Neutrons is 3. Okay? Let's deal with all that. Because when you have a question concerning this thing, it will not be straightforward. Okay? They will not give you straightforward questions. Now look at this other one. The atomic number is
22.
atomic number
11, sorry.
11, yes. Okay, the mass atomic number is 11. And the mass number
22.
huh?
22.
22. Yes. What about the number of electrons?
11.
Why?
Same as the atomic number.
Because
Protons
P
and
is equal to, sorry,
atomic number.
An atomic number is equal to the number of protons, which is equal to the number of electrons. Yes, that's right. So what is the number of neutrons?
No.
It will be 22 minus 11.
22 minus
11.
11. Why?
Because the amount,
Because mass number,
the mass number equals the
mass
protons plus
number
neutrons.
is equal to proton plus
Neutrons.
neutrons. So if we know one, we can divide one from the other. So basically, neutrons is equal to
11.
11.
no
22 minus 11.
mass number minus atomic number. Isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, you have to know all these equations, because we said before, m, which is the mass number, is equal to p plus neutron, isn't it? So therefore, if you want to know the number of neutron, you have mass number minus the mass number minus number of protons is equal to the
Number of
neutron,
neutrons.
and also mass number minus number of neutrons is equal to protons. You see?
Yeah.
And the charge also. The charge is, if there are 10 protons in the nucleus, which are positive charge, then it goes that the number of electrons also must be the same and the charge must be the same.
10, yeah.
So they become balanced, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I don't know whether this thing, how do you call it? I wrote this thing quicker than that. Now look at this one. Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
We don't know the
About 12 mass.
mass number. Do you know?
No.
It's 6.
Is X. We don't know. It's X. We don't know. X means unknown, isn't it? Yes. But we know that the number of neutrons is equal to 3. So therefore we said M, mass number, we can say here, mass number, we can say is N, M, is equal to what?
3.
P plus N,
So
meaning proton plus
Neutron.
neutron. So therefore, M is equal to P plus 3, because N is equal to 3. The number of neutrons is equal to
3.
3. You see? Yes. But we also know that atomic number is equal to the number of
Protons.
protons, yes, P. But the atomic number here is atomic number. The atomic number is equal to 3 because the number of protons in it.
Yes.
Yes. So therefore, our P is equal to 3 in it. So M is equal to 3 plus 3. That means M is equal to 6. So our mass number we don't know is equal to 6. You see?
Yeah.
And a lot of this type of question comes in GCSE. Okay? Can I go back? Do you understand? Can I go by it?
Yes. Easy.
Okay, easy. Here we don't know the atomic mass number, but we know the atomic number. And we know the atomic number is equal to 3 and is equal to
Protons.
protons, isn't it? Yes. The mass number we don't know. That's X. We don't know. But we know the mass number is equal to proton plus. Okay? This is not times, it's plus. Proton plus the neutron, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay? So therefore we know the number of neutrons, which is 3. We don't know 3. We don't know the number of protons, okay? We can say. But we know that the atomic number is equal to the number of protons. Therefore we put number of protons P as 3. So 3 plus 3 plus 6, that's the mass number. Now if the examiner said, what is the number of electrons? 3. Why?
It's the same amount as protons.
Yes. Electron is equal to P, which is equal to 3. Yes? So for an atom, okay, if we have 3 protons Okay, we must have 3
Electrons.
electrons.
Yeah. Only 2 can fill the first shell.
Yes. Sorry. We haven't come to that yet. That's why I didn't put it that way. Okay? Well, if you want to be precise, maybe you have done this before.
Yeah.
Okay? So, therefore, we have came from the foundation. I just put 3 there so that to tell you that it's equal to 3. Most people, but the first cell we know is called the K cell, innit?
Yeah.
Okay. And the next one is called the L
L.
cell, innit?
Yeah.
Yes. You come to know, do all this. I don't know whether we
We
can
done.
do all that today. Okay? It's called the. Maybe you should have done that when we put the. Okay. When we put the structure of the. What called?
Oh, yes. Atom.
Yeah, we have called this is called the K cell, and this is called the L cell.
So, yeah.
The first cell can take only 2 electrons. The next cell can take 8 electrons.
Yeah.
Maximum 8 electrons. But we are coming to all that. That will be our next lesson. Okay? But now at least we have done some basic structure of an atom. And we do some mathematics, which normally when it comes like this. They will give you the atomic number, they may not give you the mass number. Okay? But they give you the number of neutrons. Okay? So that is the structure of an atom. Let's recap. What is an atom?
An atom is the smallest indivisible structure substance.
Yes, that was the definition before.
Yeah.
But now that is not the definition anymore. Because the atom can be split. The atom can be split. It can be destroyed now. Okay? They can even kick out the electrons. Okay, so basically, an atom. What do you mean about that?
Huh.
Oh, wow. If this is an atom, we say this is a nucleus, okay? And this is called the shell. Okay, the first cell is called the K shell. And the second cell is called
L.
the L shell. Or the second shell, okay? If there is a third one called KLM cell, if there is a third one, it will call the M shell. Okay? So the first cell can take only 2 electrons. Okay? The next one can take maximum of 8. Then they are put in pairs. Maximum of 8. So all of them, they can take maximum 8, not more than 8. They can take 9. But you can take 6. You can take 1, 2, 3, up to 8. But you can take 9. But the first shell, which is the K cell, can take only 2. Okay? Not 8, 2. So that's why they said the K cell can take 2 electrons. Okay? The L cell can take up to 8. Okay? And M can also take up to 8. They can't take more than that. Okay? So tomorrow we will continue with chemistry. Maybe we'll do 1 chemistry and 1 math. Okay? Then we will delve on the structure of the atom. We do 1 or 2 atoms. Hydrogen will be first, and then the most common ones, yes? The most common ones the examiners look at is hydrogen, sodium, okay? Sorry, let me look at the symbols. Sodium, potassium, calcium, okay? Magnesium. These are the elements in it. Magnesium. These are the common elements you do in GCSE. So you must look at these things, yes? Okay, zinc. Okay, then you have oxygen, zinc. You have oxygen, chlorine, and others, Yeah, you look at them, okay? First of all, we do more questions on this. We look at the examiner question on this KLM cells and so forth, yeah? All right, then, thank you very much. See you tomorrow, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair.